Good morning, good morning, good morning. I hope that you all can see me. The light is bright. But this morning, what I would like to get on here and talk about to my lovely nasters, not just like, nah, but to the people who rock with me and listen to my videos. I'ma hope this message bless you in some type of way. Like I always say, it's a boomerang effect. As I throw it out, I'm catching it right back. But it's a message that needs to be delivered about soul ties. Um, my sister would always say you can't help who you fall in love with. And being that I'm thinking I'm Miss, fuck that bullshit. I can control who I fall in love with it. Whoop to whoop to whoop. I would sit up here and I wasn't getting it. Because I thought it was so easy for me to walk away from people who I did not feel like loved me as much as I loved them. But like always, when you think you got it figured out, things will be revealed to you to show you that you're just as clueless as you think that you are mindful or clear or a conscious thinker. It'll slap you right in your face, So that's the reason what's made me bring up my soul tie conversation today. We attach to people. And what I'm learning with my soul tie, it was literally that I loved. Never saying that this person didn't love back in return, but I loved. And because I loved, I could always, even though I would do things to, pull myself out of that person's life and whoop to whoop to whoop, even though I would do things to pull myself away, but as soon as that person would come back into my space or my environment, I'll start entertaining, well, what if? What if? What if? What if? And I open up to the what ifs just for it to not go anywhere. May it be on his part or my behalf or whatever the case may be. And so you come to a point in life to where you're like, okay, what is it? You don't be in someone's life as long as you do for long periods of time, and you still experience the same hurt and pain, or you still experience the confusion, or you still experience the lack of clarity to the point to where you're not willing to open up and give in the area in which that you say that you want to be with this person. And so I will go back and forth like, okay, well, maybe this time, and maybe this time. But after the first time, after the second time, after the third time, what is meant to be will be. And if it never have been, then that is saying that it's not meant to be. In each situation with this soul tie, it's like we can give ourselves wholly and fully to someone else. I have had boyfriends, I have had marriages, and everything else. But the same thing that I have given to boyfriends or my marriages, me and this soul tie never got to the point of having. What I'm seeking for in a relationship, he can give to someone else, but he can't give it to me. And so if we have such great love for each other, and if we have so much great love for the next person, then it should never be confusing to just open up and receive that person. And so if you are having time, I feel that if you are having a confusion, if you have confusion in whoever you are attached to, may it be a friend, may it be a coworker, may it be a man, because sometimes it's not a mate. It's just someone that you have a very deep connection with, because they may have covered you in an area that you never felt covered before. And since they did not hurt you like everyone else hurt you, you think that, okay, well, this is the one, this is the one. And the thing is, the one will show that he is the one, period, point blank. It ain't gonna be no, I'm confused, I'm nervous, I'm scared, none of that. When a person is for sure about who they want to be with, they go for that person. You know what I'm saying? And so if you are in emotional turmoil behind someone that you think that you want to be with, and if it ain't lining up, pull away. I'm watching this thing about soul ties and breaking soul ties and things like that. And like they said, you may have to clean out your closet. And I realized out of everybody, this soul tie, never a relationship, never anything, I got more things that will remind me of this person than any marriage I done had, any boyfriend I done had. It's just literally just unconsciously, I can admit it. Shit, the nigga was my everything. Even though I was that motherfucker, no, I'm blocking you today, I'm on and on. But he was my everything, unconsciously. You know, but my defense mechanism was up to the point to where, nigga ain't gonna let you know you my everything. Nigga, I may say, this, I love you, and whatever the case may be, but I'm act like I'm that bitch who don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? Until you show me you can give a fuck, then... And I acted like that, not realizing that, hey, at the end of the day, what is meant for me is going to be for me. You know, once you figure out that it is not what you want, it shouldn't take you 15 years to figure out that ain't what you want. It shouldn't take 2-3 years for you to go through an emotional roller coaster or hurt and pain or a constant reminder every time you're around somebody that you were not chosen. You choose you. You choose you. You know? And the thing is, it goes for everybody, because just like 9 times out of 10, it's like, okay, I need to cut the soul tie. I want him to cut the soul tie too. Because if I can block and say, okay, well, come to terms with, okay, well, it's just not meant to be, and I can move on with my life. And then he resurfaces in my life and I can't turn him away or say no, you know, then he needs to do some soul cleansing too. He needs to release me out of his life as well. But it's not for someone else to release me. I'm here to release myself if it's caused me hurt and pain. So I would do everything I need to do to be proactive. And one thing that I believe is that if it's meant to be, and after we disconnect whatever unhealthy and ungodly ties there, if it's meant to be, it will be. But I don't think that it's meant to be. You know? And it's good. It's good. But the thing is, we have to quiet ourselves, release all the hurt and pain and everything else, because the truth of the matter is that as much as I can say that I love this man, you know, I can honestly say I don't see myself ever being with him, because with me, once trust is gone, especially when I don't give you a reason to lie, you know, when trust is gone, it's really hard for me to, you know, open back up and trust again, you know. And so I can forgive all day long, don't hold you accountable, but me letting you back in that space is very different. And so if you cut a soul tie, and after you release from all that hurt and pain and ickiness and everything else like that, and if God bring y'all back together, then guess what? It was meant for y'all to be back together. But if you can be in someone's life for 15 years and y'all never chose each other like that, y'all never will. It's just, I feel a comfort. Y'all are comfortable with each other. Y'all cover each other in areas to where y'all feel insecure. Y'all feel those voids for each other that, you know, the person that we want to give ourselves to is not. So we come back to our friend. Everyone need a friend that you can talk to and, you know, just help you process shit. You know what I'm saying? And so that's what it was. Me and him was very good friends for each other. And what we end up doing is just confusing friendship and love. You know, we can have a great deal of love for each other, but not love like to be together type of love. And I think that's one thing that we have to identify and understand, because we'll sit and we'll have kids with someone and we'll think that that's supposed to be our everything. No, the thing is, some people come in your life specifically for a reason. You know, because I know my children's father is not my husband, my man, or nothing. But we had 3 beautiful kids together, and guess what? If I had to rewind the hands of time, I would still have my 3 babies by that man. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't change nothing. But I don't want to be with him. You know, so it's like we have to know when people come into your life specifically for a reason. And I feel like me and him came into each other's life to actually cover us in the areas that we are victimized in, and to show each other that it is someone out there who can cover us in that way. We just have to be open enough to receive the one who we choose to be with, to cover us in the area that we depended upon so each other so much to cover each other in, and everything will fall in place. So one thing I would like to leave with you all is, when you go into praying and meditating and things like that, put it before God. Ask him to reveal to you who is your mate, and ask him to quiet your spirit, to release any hurt and pain and victimization that's in it, to where you can receive that person freely and openly. Okay? And then you sit, and every connection that you felt like you had with someone that you cannot connect to for some reason, you try to find that in that person. So if you did attach to someone, you just look at them and be like, this is the reason why I fell in love with you. You don't got to say it to them, but you replay it in your head over and over again. Nigga, I love you. You so handsome. I love the way you cover me. I love the way you talk to me. I love the way you listen to me. And you just, in your mind, you just look and be like, nigga, that's why I love your motherfucking ass. That's why I love you, and you just keep on saying that. And any type of negative thought, any type of negative energy that come up, just know that's the enemy trying to pull away, break something that is beautiful. Don't let it be done. Don't let it be done. So when you have attached to someone, remember what you attached to them for. And every time you see them, find ways to be free with them. Pinch their booty, or look at them, be like, hey, sexy. Do whatever. I don't know. Because when my man come, I'm going to try to entertain him and keep, just every time I look at him, I'm going to constantly recite why I chose him to be in my life. And that is what I encourage everyone to do. Do not just sit up here and let your life happen by default. Be intentional with your life and what you choose to do in your life. Be intentional. So until your mate come and everything else, look in the mirror and tell yourself, girl, I love you. Fucks with you the long way. Nigga, and you just say everything that you are to you. And I think, honestly, that is what's helping me get to this point now, because I do my mirror reflection. If you got my journal, you'll see that I have mirror reflections in there. And what it simply is I love you, Makila. Well, Nene Jackson. I love you, and I say it 3 times, and I say my name. I say I forgive me for not showing up for myself. I say my name. I forgive you, Makila Janae. I forgive you, Makila Janae. And then I say, I love you. No, I see you. I love you, I forgive you, and I see you. And I see myself. So I don't need an outside entity to see me when I see myself, because I can give myself just enough love. And then that way I would know what love is and what love is not. So when it does show up, I can identify if it's a soul tie, if it's something that needs to be in my life, or is it something that I can release so I can be the best person that I am. Okay, so I hope this message helped you in some type of way. But soul ties, y'all see my face is breaking out. But soul ties, hey, it is what it is. We were connected at one point in time in our life, but when it's time to release, we need to release instead of subjecting ourselves to hurt and pain. Okay, so thank you all for joining me for another Nene moment. You all have a great day. Love you all. Bye-bye.